The next game that we are going to talk about here on the HRO Sports Betting Podcast Show is Mississippi State at Alabama. Alabama is minus 21. The over/under at time of recording is 61. Uh, this is a game for me where if I was going to bet it, and I don't have a lean here, if I was going to bet it, I would look at the first half number for Alabama, because I think Alabama wins this game. I think they win it handily, and I think they're going to cover in the first half just to send a message. That's how I look at it. I think Mississippi State's a quality team. I think there are going to be some points put up on the board. But what say you on this one, T?
Usually I tend to agree with the first half play. In this one of the reasons why I'm not overly concerned about the first half number is because usually that comes down to if somebody's going to be resting people or you have a big lead, so you sit guys at halftime. That's one of the reasons why you look first half versus game. I don't think that'll be the case here with Bama.
Yeah.
I think Alabama knows they've got to put on a show. I don't think Nick Saban is going to call off the dogs at all. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't bet the spread. I actually looked to the total in this one, and I bet the over when it dropped. 55.5, which is where it opened at, was too low.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, a couple of reasons. One, Alabama's going to be able to score on Mississippi State, who gives up on just under 400 total yards a game. So Mississippi State's defense isn't great. And I mean, they're just put in a tough spot because when you've got an air raid system like their offense runs, I mean, if they're not picking up first downs, your defense is constantly on the field.
Yes.
And you can't do that against Alabama. Alabama will beat you by 50.
Yeah, I agree.
So for me, it comes down to Mississippi State's either going to be able to move the ball through the air a little bit with Rodgers, where Alabama's had some shakiness on the back end, some penalties, different things like that. And if they can score, great, I'll take it.
Yep.
And then when Alabama's got the ball, I don't think Mississippi State's going to be able to stop them. I mean, Mississippi State gives over 150 yards rushing per game.
Yeah.
Gibbs is going to have a field day.
Yeah.
Bryce Young has a week of practice here where he was
should be better.
Day-to-day questionable going into their last game against Tennessee with the shoulder. Should be good. So I think Alabama wins the time of possession here pretty handily. I think there will be some big plays in this game, and like I said, I got the over.
Yeah, and it should be noted at time of recording here, the over/under is already up to 61. So once again, being in this profession, sometimes you just see something that's so out of whack, you got to jump on it early. Yeah. And I think that's what you've done here. Mm-hmm. And while we give out these plays, that's why you got to be real leery of people who give you your plays day of, because we're telling you we got this number early. Yeah. We're not advising to bet at 61. I still
61's
like
a little high.
61's a little high. I still...
With 61, you're definitely going to need some help from Mississippi State.
Yes,
that's where
Mississippi State's going to have to kick in, and then you've got to kind of look at it. Well, if they kick in, do I take the plus 21 on that side? So there's some things you want to think about as you're betting a game. Don't just look at it and pigeonhole it as I've got to bet the over or the under or the spread. Think about it in total. What is that game going to end up score-wise, and where can I make money on it? That's what professional gamblers do. That's what professional sports bettors do. Yeah. And that's where I've been helped over the years, because I've thought about things very microscopically or very in a micro fashion and really had my eyes open to understanding all the implied numbers and all the possible outcomes.
Yeah, you really get a good feel for that betting like a Super Bowl. Yeah. Super Bowls are the biggest example of that.
Exactly.
But for any game, you want to have and that's what the power ratings, they
do for you. Absolutely.
It gives you a baseline for what you feel the outcome will be from a mathematical standpoint, not necessarily your heart, because everybody's got a heart. Everybody's got their teams they like. And being a bettor, when you bet with your heart, that's a good way to lose, because the difference between winning money and losing money and losing a lot of money.
Yeah. It's a very small percentage. Very small percentage. Not like that 68, almost 69% that you're hitting at right now. That wins you a lot of money. So
it
with
does.
that, we have a play. We got the over. If you can shop and find a good number on that over,
Or if it
take
will
it.
come down a little
Or
bit.
if it comes down a little bit, I definitely say if it comes down towards those mid 50s again, take the over.
Without, yeah.